Friday afternoon edition of the Geoff Fienberg Show. I am here with you, talking you through the next hour. We'll go through the championship weekend in the National Football League, my favorite weekend of the year. It's sad. Yeah, we're on like hard lockdown where I am. So, I don't know. Sad not to like get to football season's just like died without hanging out with friends. But favorite weekend of the year, and I mean the quarterbacks say it all in that one. Not going to tell you anything you don't know about the players in that game, certainly. And we'll go live. Well, we'll look live throughout the hour. What's going on the PGA Tour, the American Express, a very crowded leaderboard once again, to be expected. I would assume it will remain pretty tight throughout the weekend, sort of like we had last week. That's, a lot of birdies out there for a lot of guys. Maybe we'll look at what the live board is offering throughout the course of this one. Seeing that pretty much all the leaders are on the course except Hagee getting out there. And Chris Kirk, man, guy is a form monster. Certainly didn't bet it. All talk, no show from my perspective. But, I didn't have the guts to do that. But mentioned to Mayo in our podcast that Chris Kirk in form, like when he shows life, guy is just a different beast out there. So excited to break through all of that. PrizePicks.com, promo code FTN, 100% instant match bonus up to $100, and a lot of fun things going on at Prize Picks. Currently, with the new single stat projections, it's you versus the projection. Now you can either go with the full game projection for a player or break it down, rushing yards, passing yards, receiving yards as it pertains to football. With basketball, points, assists, rebounds, all that fun stuff. I know with the golf scoring, everybody is off the board over at Prize Picks for their Friday afternoon tee times in California. That being said, they've changed their golf scoring as well, right, to indicate full round scores, which I think is a great call on their part. Simpler. No need to get fancy with your made-up scoring system. This is, I think, a lot easier. But golf, unfortunately, is off the board for today. But I look forward to seeing what they put out through the weekend. Maybe we can catch them being a little soft or being a little hard on a couple golfers as we'll play the full weekend on the PGA West Stadium course, where trouble lurks. Hop in the chat over at ftndaily.com or the Periscope that's up here on my Twitter feed. I'll go through your questions. We can talk some golf. We can talk some football. But prizepicks.com, promo code FTN. A lot of fun stuff going on there, including UFC this weekend, certainly. But I have made my weekend power play. Been pretty good with my Friday afternoon football edition tickets last week with Aaron Jones and Travis Kelce. Those were pretty stress-free victories, even with their high projections. And I'm going right back to Kelce, guys. I'm going right back to Kelce this week and his projection, 20 fantasy points. I want to say that's exactly what it was last week, and I am not afraid one bit to go back to it. Mahomes, no concerns there. I guess I should put it out there that we'll get to that in a second, actually. But full confidence, like all of you, Mahomes, is going to play. Not going to make any stupid guarantees about it like other people, but I have supreme confidence. And when we talk about my bets later or shortly, we can expand on that. I don't have supreme confidence that the Chiefs are going to win. I do lean the Chiefs. Feel like my Ty Hatton hoodie keeps banging my mic with these strings. I was wondering what that little banging was. So I'll throw those little strings right behind. Hopefully they come into no effect. Ty Hatton, what a monster. We'll talk about him in a moment also. But Travis Kelce, he's going to clear that 20 points. I have the utmost confidence in Kelce, per usual. There's never really any doubts when backing. Some fun notes here. No, all garbage. I should be more organized. But yeah, I'm all in on Kelce this week on Prize Picks, that 20-point projection. And Devontae Adams. I've gone to a single stat projection for Devontae Adams, although I will say I have no fear in being on Devontae Adams for his full prize picks projection of 22 points, but I've gone single stat receiving yards for Adams. We are going to go over 87 and a half yards. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's just a total maestro right now. Aaron Rodgers playing the best football he's played in his career, and he can do whatever he wants. And it's all starting with what happens at the line of scrimmage with essentially limited to no crowd, especially at home. All season long, you saw it from week one. I've kind of been pointing it out, at least on the podcast throughout the year, that these super elite quarterbacks, they get to the line of scrimmage with no crowd noise, and everything they were already good at, they're able to do exponentially better. So it's been quite remarkable to observe throughout the year. And here we are in Aaron Rodgers playing the best football of his career. With that, he'll find ways to do for Adams. I don't think Adams gets slowed down one bit. So I'm going over 87 and a half yards for Adams with my Prize Picks projection on their new single stat projections, which is a fun little treat over there. All the improvements over at Prize Picks. You make your multi-sport tickets, have a little UFC with a little football, a little basketball, college, or NBA. Prize Picks, prizepicks.com, promo code FTN. Let's see what is going on in the golf. Oh, Chris Kirk made another birdie. Chris Kirk tying those leaders again, guys. Chris Kirk and Brandon Steele both turning in their form from last week. Funny enough, I guess Kevin Na not doing at least what my boy Skyler had hoped, but hey, that's not like a call out whatsoever. I actually thought that was a pretty fair number on Na this week. Frustrated for me. Alex Noren can't do anything. And Benny Allen getting out there with a birdie on his own. Okay, yeah, fun scoring. And 9 under, Chris Kirk at 8, followed by Homa, Hagee not on the course, Putnam, Finau. Those guys round out the top 5. We can take a look at that in a little bit as well. I have made a bet so far in the National Football League this week. I do lean both home teams, I gotta say, but no results would surprise me. And I don't know that I would bet these games on a Sunday afternoon if I had like 12 options to pick from, but we don't. And these are amazing TV games, and I'm going to watch them. And I think we're probably in for a shootout in Chiefs versus Bills. And a shootout means I'm betting on Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen's amazing. The Bills are amazing. The Bills Mafia are simply amazing, but I've bet Mahomes. -3 plus 100. Plus 100. I bet that a couple days ago. I'm over on FTN bets right now. The Chiefs -115 really does seem to be the best number available at the moment. Apparently there was a -2.5 that came out Sunday night. I don't know what the bet max on something like that would have been, but there was a -2.5 out there on Sunday. I certainly missed it. Maybe I wasn't even ready to pull the trigger, but as long as Mahomes is upright and walking, I never really had any doubts he was going to play. So -3 plus 100 is my number. And the Packers, that one's flirting at 3.5, 3. I'll see where that one settles up. Hopefully everyone just wants to bet Brady, and I can get the threes that are available to me at the moment are like -120, -125. I don't want to be involved in those yet. Maybe money line's an option. I don't know. I'll force bets on both of these games. I mean, it's the AFC and NFC championship. I don't know. 3-point spreads. You hope if you bet the winner, you hope the right side just means you can win the game. Although I think we're in for fantastic football games. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. I would say the outlier would be people out there calling for not great football this weekend. I'm hoping we get some real weather, though. I am hoping we get real weather. Both in Kansas City and Green Bay. That would be fun. And I really do wish one of these games, come to think of it, maybe it's just because, life's extra boring at the moment, but I really do wish one of these games was on Saturday night. Especially with the extra week off, right, between these games and the Super Bowl. I don't think that would be a big deal of a competitive advantage if one team played, say, Saturday night and the other team played, what's that perfect time? 3:40 on a Sunday, right? Like 4 to 8 o'clock is really like a money shot time. 3 to 7 is really a money shot time, for TV, for networks. Major golf tournaments like to end that time. That afternoon Fox, like America's Game of the Week. It's not Sunday night football, I guess, probably in terms of ratings, but it always kills it. It's a killer time. And when they throw those amazing matchups on at 4 o'clock on a Sunday, we've even seen like CBS pull a full retreat. Oh yeah, we'll leave this like Chargers Jaguars game at 4 because we got to have something. But we've moved all our good shit out of here because we're not going head to head with this Cowboys Packers. You guys know what I'm talking about, or whatever the fun stuff that Fox would come up with. So, yeah, I don't know. Call me Chalky McChalkington. I lean Mahomes, I lean Rodgers. That is where I'll probably bet. Maybe even make a money line parlay. Although that doesn't seem very shrewd per se, but I want to have action on these games and I don't want to be too exposed. And just as I'm looking at it, I'm on FTN bets. It updates like in real time. And even the -3, -120 is now gone for the Packers. It's now -3, -130. So everywhere is going to be posting their -3.5s. What, -105? That's going to be the number going to sleep on Friday, it looks like. I love this weekend, though, because it's the last, these are the last games of football. Super Bowl's great. Super Bowl's great. But unless your team's in it, unless you got some amazing future, I've always said, literally probably since I was like 13, 14 years old, I guess it comes with being a Charger fan. Like, you're not playing in the Super Bowl. You're not really excited. You barely get playoff games. But the Super Bowl, like, let's say the NFL season is an ice cream sundae. Right? So what's an ice cream sundae? It's like 3-4 scoops of good ice cream, your favorites, whatever you want to throw in there. Some brownies, some fudge, some whatever. All the good stuff layered on top of each other. You put a little whipped cream and you put a little cherry on top, like for fluff, and throw some sprinkles on there. Like the weeks with the boys and full slates of games and going head to head in fantasy matchups, and you got 15 games to pick from where you only got to make 3 or 4 bets. That's like the Sunday. That's where you get your face dirty in the good shit. The Super Bowl is it's the cherry. It's this little, I don't even like cherries. If you do, that all the power to you. It's a little, I don't think cherries are healthy, but technically they're a fruit. So it's like the fruit of the football season. Have a salad. And I've got the best friends in the world. We've been friends forever, and I love their wives, girlfriends, others, what have you. Great people. Love hanging out with them. There's one time a year where we're hanging out, and the premise of the hangout and your wives are there is a football game. And that's the Super Bowl. And that's fine. That's cool. Like it is what it is, but it's not like it's just different. It's just like the end of the season. We're celebrating that it's over. And you'll probably hear me say this again in the next couple of weeks, whatever. So this is it. In fairness, these quarterback matchups, I'm about to just hate on my whole rant. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm just going to pivot by saying these quarterback matchups that we have this week, it's more like a cherry on top, I would say. There's no any quarterback matchup here. It's the three guys that got MVP votes, or I assume are going to get the MVP votes with Rodgers winning. But there are some that might give a vote or think Allen should be ahead of Mahomes, whatever. And then the best player ever in Tom Brady, quarterback. So more than a piece of cherry on top, the cherry on top, I guess this year's Super Bowl is kind of more like a thick fluff of cotton candy on top. Yeah. Still, though, Super Bowl's, it's the end of the road. At least where I am, a party would be straight illegal. Although I vow to be hanging out with a couple of good buddies on the Super Bowl. Don't report me. I won't tell you where. Oh, let's see which golfers are disappointing me. I don't have to run through it for you guys. I'm just looking for myself. Hey, Woodland. Everybody's talking Gary. It's good to see Gary climbing the charts. We got our major futures on Gary. So I always like seeing Gary climbing the charts. 100-1 to win Torrey Pines US Open. We're going to be at Torrey Pines next week for the Farmers, formerly San Diego Classic, San Diego Open, San Diego Invitational, whatever. Torrey Pines, Farmers. So it'll be interesting to get a look at that. Gary could play well there. I bet Gary a few times at Torrey over the years, unsuccessfully. But yeah, I don't know. Last time we played a coastal US Open in California, worked out pretty well for Gary Woodland. Woo! It's funny. I was thinking about that today. Well, I thought about it. I've been thinking about it a few times because I like Gary Woodland this week. I know Pat bet him. I got some Woody props. And because seeing Hatton go bonkers in Europe, seeing Hatton just killing it in Europe. When I was making my major bets on Woodland, I was also betting Hatton at Pebble Beach. I made those two bets together, Woodland and Hatton, to win that US Open as futures. Because to me, Hatton was pound for pound the best links player in the world. This is when Hatton was the 40th best golfer in the world. Now he's the 9th. But I always thought, throw those strings back again. I always thought Hatton was the man for a links course. And it was Woodland who brought that home. Torrey Pines, definitely a bit of a different monster, but I think that suits Woodland. And the year Woodland won in Phoenix a couple years ago, see, this is why betting golf is such a grind. This story in a nutshell. I bet Woodland the week before at Torrey Pines. He pissed me off. So I didn't bet him at Phoenix, even though I liked it. I was like, screw Woodland. You get in those phases. That's why every Monday you gotta come with a clear sheet. And you try to, and I'm happy we don't have to record football shows on Monday because, after you bet games on a Sunday, Your eyeballs just, they remember things. They remember being annoyed. That's why you don't want to make a rush to make any bets. Let your eyeballs calm down. Let your thoughts and feelings calm down, and hopefully reason will rise to the surface. I don't bring much reason into anything, but I'm fortunate enough that I get to talk to a lot of people throughout the week who are very rational, very level-headed, and very good at what they do. And I get to bounce my dumb thoughts off them, and they can tell me when my dumb thoughts are worth pursuing or get off them. I appreciate them. Guys like Pat, Skylar, E-Pat, all of them, all my friends, Pizzola, all of them. I'm trying to think if I want to go back to this golf here, or keep talking the football. Oh, Benny Ann, birdie bogey. Same with Chris Kirk. Okay, things are getting exciting. Oh, Finau going back. Or Tony Finau birdie's a par 5. Bogey's a par 5. Charlie Hoffman making a move. Okay, sorry. Let's have some fun. Green Bay Packers. Tom Brady can make me look like an idiot. I'm not. What do you like? Is he drinking Dracula's blood? Is he Dracula? Because it's not supposed to be this way. It's not supposed to look like this. I wasn't surprised at all that the Bucs, had the season they had. They kind of had the exact season that, in many ways, even someone that wasn't so high on Brady going there projected them to have. There'll be like sloppy moments. But even going to our season preview, I said, listen, 7 teams make the playoffs in a conference now. You can have hiccups. This team will have hiccups, and they'll be fine. And they haven't played particularly well in the playoffs, in my opinion. And they've played 2 quarterbacks named Heineke and Breeze. Heineke was better than Breeze. I mean, Sean Payton threw that goddamn game. I understand it, but I don't understand it. Like, it still doesn't really make sense to me, as much as it makes all the sense in the world to me. In the playoffs, like, who gives a shit? Still annoying. But the quarterback play that the Buccaneers have gone up against, both like factually in terms of perception and statistically, in the moment, has not been good. But no one's going to be handed anything. These 4 teams left, no one's getting handed anything. If you want to win the Super Bowl, if you are Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you have to beat the league MVP. You have to beat the league MVP on his field. And then, yes, it will be on your field, but then you have to beat the best player on the planet, or probably the guy who you can make the case. See, what's funny is I'm going to call Patrick Mahomes the best player on the planet, but I'm going to tell you that Josh Allen would get my second place MVP vote behind Aaron Rodgers. I don't know whether that's just because expectations and Allen overperformed them. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes is the best football player on the planet. But Aaron Rodgers, from September through December, was the MVP. And if I have to make a second place MVP, I'm probably picking Josh Allen. Anyway, I don't have to do that. Point is, whichever one of these teams wins the Super Bowl's got to goddamn earn it. You're Aaron Rodgers? Oh, you've just got to beat Tom Brady and then Patrick Mahomes or the Buffalo Bills. So it's super exciting. And if you're Patrick Mahomes, if you're the Buffalo Bills and you want to win the Super Bowl, there's a good probability you have got to then beat Patrick Mahomes and one of Aaron Rodgers or the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. So good luck. That'll be amazing if they do it. And if you're Patrick Mahomes and you want to go now be back-to-back champions, You have got to beat probably Josh Allen, who top 3 quarterback in the league this year, and then the best quarterback in the league this year in the Super Bowl, or the greatest quarterback of all time. So that's amazing. So I could throw these holes on like the road that Tampa's taken to be in this moment, but no one is winning a Super Bowl. That's not like fully worthy of winning this Super Bowl. Now, yes, Tampa's path, and they can get a home Super Bowl. So sure, there are variables that work for them and in their favor. But hey, what can you do? Justin letting me know Mahomes officially out of concussion protocol. I don't know if that has spiked the line, but yeah, shocked. Not shocked at all. I've got my -3, -110. -3 plus 100. I'm laying no juice on this game. I'm comfortable with that. I also made that bet knowing if I got uncomfortable with it, I could get out of it. I could. Between the time I made that bet and 6:40 on Sunday, unless Mahomes is ruled out, which he's not, I could change my mind and get out of that and play the other side with more points. And if you do want to bet the Buffalo Bills, you're going to wait. You're going to wait because this thing could go to 4, 4.5, 5. Like it just could. It probably shouldn't. And that's maybe where you should probably consider a Bills money line bet. If this thing got to 5, I mean, I could technically I'm not going to, but someone's sitting on my wager or one of those Chiefs -2.5s. If the spread keeps climbing, as Mahomes gets healthier and healthier through the week. But I never worried about the head. For me, I think he's going to be a little less mobile because turf toe is freaking real. Man, I had turf toe once, and holy shit, it is debilitating, and I'm a fat sloth that sat at his desk in a newsroom. I don't know if my boys would remember, like Meanie, Mayo, those guys, even Cam maybe in that fantasy newsroom. I was putting bottles of water in the freezer and golf, a trick I learned on the internet. Not turf toe. Shit. I didn't have turf toe. Plantar fasciitis. That's what I had. Never had turf toe. Never ran on turf. Look at me. I don't know how I got plantar fasciitis. But anytime I hear someone's got plantar fasciitis and they're like a big guy and they got to do anything, it's like the entire arch of your foot. Oh, that shit's the devil. That shit's the devil. And I was putting bottles of water like to freeze them solid and like rolling them like under my foot. And then something else really effective that someone told me, I was putting golf balls in the freezer and rolling them under my foot. Like one, but have a couple spares in there and rolling them under my foot. Oh man. Turf toe is a bitch. And I don't say that knowing it, but like it can end you. Like just look at like Deion Sanders. He's spoken about it many times. Like it can be debilitating. Now with modern medicine and an effective needle, I think that there's Mahomes takes the big boy on Sunday. But it's gonna, I'm expecting a shootout. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, Bills Mafia, I'd be so happy for you. I can lose a few shekels. It might be a lot of shekels. But that wouldn't dissuade my joy for Bills Mafia. I mean, there's a scenario where I'd be hyper annoyed, like if the refs or something stupid, like bonehead, but I'm just trying. I gotta trust Mahomes until otherwise. Honestly, I gotta trust Mahomes until otherwise. That's exactly how I look at it. Oh man. So I never even opened my shucks. If you ask me a question in Periscope, ask it again. Because I noticed now I never opened it. So now I can't see the questions. Because having just logged in. Hi. Sorry. Shit. Saw there were a few backed in there. My bad. My bad. But yeah, also speaking on the Chiefs, let me say this. Well, I don't want to put this out there. The only team I kind of don't want to see win the Super Bowl would be Tampa, because I've like spoken negatively about them going back to the summer, but I'd be prepared to eat it. I've been wrong a lot. I'm an idiot. But I'm not surprised. But if you watch a show, I'm not surprised what's happened. I kind of spoke out of both sides of my mouth. Because while like I didn't think it was going to work, I acknowledge that there's so many playoff spots now for an NFC team and an AFC team, and this is a team that'll get better throughout the year. And that's clearly happened. And I said the whole time, when they get in this spot of like now it's a big game, well, they got Brady. So like, oh yeah, you better believe they're live. And I certainly won't be surprised if they win this game. Not one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. So they would make me look dumb, the Bucs. Brady doesn't need anything else. Come on. So I hope Rodgers wins. And then, I don't know, Rodgers getting another Super Bowl, that seems fitting. The Bills Mafia being the happiest people on earth, that seems fitting. But part of me has also got no problem seeing the Chiefs win as a division rival. Let them get full. Let them get full. Like, maybe that's my only hope, is that the Chiefs get full, that their bellies get full. I know what you're saying. Have you seen goddamn Andy Reid? It's been full for a long time. They're still fucking eating. And he's probably going to get another victory cheeseburger on Sunday. I'm not taking any shots at Andy. I'm just saying, like, no, this Chiefs team's set up to win for a long time. But I can only hope they get full. And what do I mean by getting full? Well, I don't know. Maybe a bit of that means getting a little complacent. Sam Ryder. Maybe that means getting a little complacent. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but they're my problem. But I'm hoping to be their problem. Right now, the Chiefs got no problems. The Buffalo Bills are their problem. No one in their division is their problem. But I watched a 97-minute press conference yesterday, and holy shit, I'm in. I am in. And this ain't no Dan Campbell bullshit. This is the complete opposite of Dan Campbell. In fact, I can't find anybody talking about me or my hire because of Dan Campbell. Because any air anybody has to talk coaches when this huge, amazing football matchups are going down this weekend, it's like Dan Campbell has sucked it all up. So no one is talking about it. But I was blown away. Friends. The Chargers are about to embark on an era of football from which we might actually play with a strategic advantage. That's what I asked for. Strategy. Like, this is warm water, but there's some like really cold water in this cup. And if I pour this water in this cup, it'll get colder by osmosis of living with that cold water now. So now I have colder water. Way better strategy than that. The Chargers are going to now bring a strategic advantage to football games. They are. And they've done the ultimate thing that I did ask for, which I want. We were a late adopter to analytics, and I cried about it. Maybe not literally, but inside, like it broke me. Because all I wanted was to be forward thinking. That's literally roll the tape on anything about Lynn and replacing Lynn. And as much as I had suggestions on who I might think it would be, I just begged, like, new frontier forward thinker. They did that times like 1,000 with this hire. Not only are we going to be on the cutting edge, not only are we going to be on the cutting edge, we are going to be on the forefront of innovation in the National Football League now. And I am so excited about that. It's one thing to have just wanted my coach to know who's on the other team. It's one thing to have just wanted to know, I can't even recall what I want to say. And it's funny because I do now, and it has to do with recall. I just wanted a coach who would recall to the media what happened 30 minutes ago when they asked him about it. And by golly gee, dang gone it, I just wanted a coach who could tell time. Well, this kid, I don't know, we hired like a wizard. We hired a wizard. I have been blown away. I have been blown away by him, by his story, by his rise, by his plan. Woo! And I won't even, the mainstream media is going to hype my team so goddamn hard this offseason. So goddamn hard. Oh, looking at the golf scores. Yeah. Hard. The mainstream media is going to be, that's the big concern, is we are going to be like the Browns of 2 years ago, but we didn't hire Freddie Kitchens. So hopefully we're ready to make some big steps, because I know we are. That was colder water. That was. And we're going to join that AFC party. I will not be let down by this group. Cut this clip up. I don't give a shit. I will not be let down by this coach in this core. Are they going to win a Super Bowl? Fuck, what do I know? No. That's like the likelihood. But am I about to have a lot of fun? Am I about to get to be excited for off seasons to come? And am I going to have expectations that are going to be fallen short of? Yes, but that's part of the fun. It's better than having no expectations and going nowhere. All I'm saying is I can't, who the hell knows? No, they're probably not going to win a Super Bowl. I can only hope for that in my adult life. But I think they did something really good here. And I think we're going to be part of a party now. I really do. I bought in. And you can say, Fienberg, you're the easiest mark in the goddamn game. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to tell my friends. I can't wait to tell my smart friends like Kevin Adams here at FTN and Elliot Kress. Like those 7.5 win total bets that you might have missed out on last year. All in right now. If they give you anything like that. Anything. My point being is, when I mention those guys' names, I just mean all you guys. All these guys on the internet that are way smarter than me, that punch in their numbers and that do their calculations and that do their models and that break down how these games are called and played. We are moving to the forefront of it now. The Chargers are going to do everything you want them to do. Schematically, play calling, all that fun stuff. So you go all in. And sell me your Herbert cards. There's a few I'm really looking for. I don't mind how this golf tournament is going one bit, guys. Because I got lurkers and I'm not afraid of the guys at the top. Abraham Answer making his move. That's perfect for me. So I'm hyper excited. I got a new coach. And as I told you on Wednesday, it was coming. My PS5 arrived. It's in a box upstairs. And there's no, I mean, before I got to know this coach, I would have said there's no chance he outlives my PS5. And now I'll say there's like a 12% chance he lasts as long as my PS5. Having a coach last as long as a console is no easy ask. That's a long freaking time. That's a long time. Right? It's one of the reasons, like, I justify paying for the console essentially because I know how long I'm going to have it. Because I know how long I have my PS4. Because I bought that thing the first like month, 6 weeks it came out, and I was still using it the other day. Now I'm going to give it to my nephew and my brother-in-law. They can have it. I only have sport. I have like FIFA, Madden, and the golf. So my brother-in-law will like the games. Might have to buy something for the kid, but yeah, I know. I'm living a lie. Look at the avatar. Look at my face. Where do I go? I'm going nowhere. It's Corona in a city that's shut down. Look at it. You know? But yeah, I'm going to have a good weekend because I got a PS5. So I'm excited about that. And I got a new coach. And I'm excited. I can't wait for this weekend of football to end and the Super Bowl to happen because I want the new calendar year. I want to get going. I want to be on 2021 league business, friends. You know, but there's a lot. Hey, 2020 still got NFL business to conduct. As much as the Chiefs are rivals, like, I love Chief fans. Like 94% of them are great. They really are. They are great. And I can't wait to go to Arrowhead. I've never been. I cannot wait to go. I want to go so bad. Have a little barbecue, you know, whatever. Get laughed at for being a Charger fan, but like, you don't fear for your life. They're just like football fans. They just love football. Even when the Chiefs were like the absolute biggest losers. So I love Chief fans, division rival or not. And I love the Mafia. I love that. Like I've said long, much time, you know, even at their lowest points, the Bills Mafia is an American treasure. Going to a Bills game is like nothing else you do in this world. At least from a pro sports perspective, it is amazing. And me and my buddies, we try to get there once a year. We don't even give a shit about the Bills. We just love Buffalo. We love the people. And we love to throw down with them. And going to those games and those parking lots at the Ralph or whatever they want to call it now, I don't give a shit. It's always the Ralph to me. Are like those are like, it's gonna sound like ultra corny, but those are some of the best memories like ever. And not all of it's fun. I had a buddy get dragged out of there by security once. It's not pretty. Here's a tip. Security asks you to leave a building, you just leave the building. Because you're going to leave. And you might not like how they're going to take you out. And I had a friend learn the hard way. And he spent an afternoon that was supposed to be watching Bills Dolphins in an Orchard Park County jail. It's a true story. We did get him after the game. Kind of made the game less enjoyable. But it's a funny story now. I didn't see it. But it happened. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah. The Bills are amazing. And then Packer fans, they're like everything. Love Packer fans. They deserve everything good that happens. And I don't want to like throw stones at Bucks fans because I'm certain there's a few hardos. Like our boy, right? Everyone loves Scotty Stew. Could even be watching this right now. Everybody's a big fan of the Stew. But I don't want to like, right? So I'm not gonna throw any stones at the Bucks because they might not have this like preeminent fan base, but I cheer for a team that has very few fans also. But I know there's people like me out there who like this is everything for the Bucks. So I'm not like gonna be like, they have no fans. No. They have a nation of fans. Much like the Chargers do. It's just you guys like, you want to make jokes. But it's true. It exists. Do a little golf recap and then we're gonna get out of here. See what is going on. Sorry, we'll scroll down my guys at the top, just disappointing me. Oh, I was supposed to be talking out loud. All right. What do we think the cut's gonna be? I guess that's more important at the moment. What do we think the cut is gonna be? Why can't this guy let me see what the live betting is? I'd like to just load up some live. Oh no, okay, it's off a board there. Something must be happening. Cut. Let's see. Okay. 4%. 4%. 4 or 5. I think we'll get 4. But I'll tell you, 5 would be beneficial to me. I'm not gonna talk you out of it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the cut at 5. A lot of golf left though. And then we're gonna have a stacked leaderboard. Everyone's gonna be piled up on top of each other, just like we were last week. No surprises there. Homa at 9 under, Hagian on at 8. And Kirk, Nikki Taylor, and Sanjay making his move today. Putnam, Sam Ryder, Si Woo Kim. All those guys in at 7 under, and that sort of rounds out the top 10. Good to see my boy Abraham Answer making a move. Keep making birdies, Tony Finau. Make some life, Alex Noren. And now I'm worried I've lost Gary Woodland. Well, this isn't good. You guys are now watching me observe a leaderboard. When you feel like someone's not where they should be, so you get nervous? Yeah, I lost a stroke with Woodland. Thanks. And Noren. Oh gosh, Dolly Garnett. Way to go, boys. Piss me off good. All right, whatever. See, sometimes I don't even like following it because everything just annoys me. Like just seeing at the end. Prize Picks, prizepicks.com, promo code FTN, 100% instant match bonus up to $100. It's you versus the projection. A lot of fun going on at Prize Picks. I love making my multi-sport tickets to do a little golf, a little football. You might choose to mix a little MMA or college or NBA basketball in there. I try not to even get too cocky with any sport. Like, one guy in each, one guy in a couple sports, like to just pick my shot and make my power plays. And now they have the fun single stats. You have your full game projection, point projection. You can go over or under on. It's you versus the projection. But now it's been broken down even further. You can play rebounds, points, assists from a basketball perspective, passing yards, receiving yards, rushing yards. You can power play those up for individual players from a football perspective. Prize Picks, prizepicks.com. Promo code FTN, 100% instant match bonus up to $100. I am Geoff Fienberg. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. don't forget my Prize Picks ticket this week in the National Football League. I got a 2-man power play. It is Travis Kelce over his 20-point projection, just like last week. I got no fear in that whatsoever. Kelce will continue to be an absolute beast. And Devontae Adams over 87.5 yards. Aaron Rodgers continues to just play the best football of his career, in my opinion. He, how do you put this? I mean, he's now at a point where he has perfected the game from a mental aspect. He's such a bright guy, and the physical, the arm strength, the athleticism, remains, the accuracy remains, the arm strength is there. And this is when quarterbacks are their best. If you speak to the greatest quarterbacks ever, they all pretty much acknowledge that this age bracket, this little tight age window that Rodgers is in, that is the prime. That is the prime, because they see the game mentally better than they've ever seen it before, more mature than they've ever seen it before, an understanding greater than they've ever had before as they get older. But they're not too old that they haven't lost their arm strength and accuracy, which makes them so great. So I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be phenomenal this weekend. And with that, he'll get Adams into any position he wants. He's going to clear that yards. I would be tempted to even play the Adams 22 total points over, but I'm going to have some fun with the new single stats. So promo code FTN, 100% instant match bonus up to $100. I am Geoff Fienberg. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm going to set up my PlayStation 5 later, and I'm going to have a great weekend. And hopefully someone in the golf will make me some money to pay for it. Wouldn't that be fun? No, it was a birthday present from my wife. She loves me. I love her. Love. It's a beautiful thing. I'm out. Have a great weekend.